We are coming to the end of the second round. With our sixth speaker in the storyteller category, I direct your attention to the screen for an intro video for our final speaker in the Inspirer category.
Our next guest is a domestic abuse survivor.
Michelle Jewsbury is the founder of a nonprofit group called Unsilenced Voices. She's also the author of a new book titled But I Love Him.
Appreciate you having the courage to come forward and talking to us about this. And let's come back again. Let's talk some more.
Yeah, please. Thank you
enjoyed
very
the conversation. Thanks so much.
Michelle Jewsbury!
Thank you so much, Christoph. I so appreciate being on your stage, being able to share my story, and being able to inspire this audience. I want to thank everybody in the audience. Congratulate yourselves. You spoke up. You know how hard it is to speak up? I remember the first time I was on stage and I was shaking, very, very nervous, and I had to speak for 8 minutes, and I didn't even think it could come out of my mouth. But you guys did it. So give yourselves a round of applause. Woo! So the reason why I'm on this stage is not only to inspire, but to tell you my story and give you hope. Because you don't have to be stuck in your circumstances, and you can change the directory of where you are going, because you don't have to let your past dictate your future. Is it okay if I tell you a little bit about my story?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit because I know I only have about 5 minutes left. And I wanted to be a movie star when I was in high school. And when I was in college, I decided I'm only going to take a year of college and pack my car up to the brim and move my happy little butt to Hollywood, California. And that's exactly what I did. And when I got to Hollywood, things were great. I was producing plays and independent films and starring in all kinds of things. I was on my way to success. And then I met a very handsome, blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy with a really nice behind. Swept me off my feet. He courted me and sent me flowers and gifts. Took me to ball games, and if you know me, I know a handful of you guys do know me. I'm a huge Dodgers fan. Go Dodgers, you won the World Series. But he's the reason why I love baseball. Things were going really, really well, and we began dating roughly 2012. And about 4 months after we began dating, my head went through the drywall. At that moment, I didn't understand that this was the beginning stages of a domestic violence relationship. I didn't know that I was being trapped in something that could potentially kill me and harm me for the rest of my life. And I remember that incident, and he pushed me so hard against the wall, and I remember my head hitting the wall, and I took a step forward and looked behind me, and I saw the indentation, and my abuser, Paul, he walked out of the room, and all I thought to myself was, I need to patch that, not I need to run away. I stayed with Paul for roughly 4 years. During those 4 years, I endured psychological manipulation, physical violence, sexual abuse, and financial abuse. When I finally escaped that relationship, I sat in front of my computer, very similar to what we have to do right now in 2020, and I began documenting things that happened to me. I didn't mean for it to come out in any way. I just wanted to get out the pain, get out what I had experienced on paper. And when I started documenting, it ended up coming out in play format, because I wanted to be a movie star. That's kind of in my genes. I ended up performing a 65-minute solo show all about my experience in domestic violence. Now, what happened next was what was so profound. People started coming up to me, telling me their stories, and thanking me so much for giving them hope, for encouraging them to break free from what they were trapped in. And in my life, I had an aha moment that I had to do something even more. How many of you out there know that you were put on this earth to do something even more? Woo! Woo! I see everybody. From there, I decided I needed to start a nonprofit organization to help survivors of domestic violence, sexual abuse, and human trafficking worldwide. There's pamphlets in the center of every single one of those tables. If you don't have any, please let me know. Unsilenced Voices is my mission. My story was too big not to share with the world. We need help. We need supporters. We need donors. We need fundraisers. If you are interested in helping a movement, please join me. But it's not about me. It's about you. You have everything it takes to start your own movement. Your stories matter. From there, I was connected with a man named Bill Walsh, who is right behind me. I began enrolling in programs with Power Team International, and I ended up taking Platinum Speaker Program. I had no idea I was going to become an international speaker and speak on stages worldwide, but I did, all because of the mentorship that I received from this amazing man behind you. And what happened next was really incredible. I began to monetize my intellectual intelligence and began coaching people and mentoring people around the globe, encouraging them to break free from their trauma, from their pain, because you don't have to be stuck in victimhood. Your victim can become a victor, and you can overcome. Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Dewberry! Come on, show some love. I need all my inspirers to come up on stage.
I'm about to go on stage.
Inspirers, come back on stage, please. We'll do a quick